is a phrase people are using to describe Lamar Jackson's contract extension with the Baltimore Ravens. Now, if a contract extension does not occur between a certain time frame, a lot of speculation is that Lamar won't be in Baltimore in 2027. So we'll break this down and how I think there's a lot of strange speculation here that I don't necessarily fully agree with. We break down news when it happens. It doesn't mean I agree with the situation or the stance that the general media might be leaning toward. In fact, a lot of the time we don't agree with what the general populace is thinking or what mainstream media, especially fantasy football media, is thinking. Lamar Jackson, future in question. The Fantasy Football Show Graveyard Edition Draft Show will be drafting tonight. Underdog promo code Smitty. Make sure you're hitting the link that's in the live chat pinned. It's also in the description of the video. Code Smitty gets it done as well. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. That show, breaking news show, Graveyard Show, begins right now, ladies and gentlemen. File on. Where's my graveyard button? Where's my graveyard button? File on in. Why does this keep popping up? This old mock draft. It keeps popping up.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
So let me read this too, because I don't necessarily agree with this. This is a post retweeted by several people that have a strange take on Lamar Jackson. I don't think this is necessarily untrue, but I don't think it's going to happen. This is kind of like the Achane stuff. You know, we had a few people come in here and say, I told you Achane wasn't true. You didn't tell me anything about Achane getting traded or not getting traded. You didn't tell us nothing. We came in and told you. We've been saying from the jump that the Achane trading situation had like a 5 to 10% chance, which it still probably has like a 0 to 5% chance, 0 to maybe even still 10% chance if the contract stuff were to go off the rails. But we told you what was going on with that. Some of you guys are absolutely out of your minds. But in terms of Lamar Jackson, this is another one of those things where the media is reporting one thing. I think the likelihood of this stuff getting off the rails is extremely not likely to happen. This is a top 5 to 6, top 5 to 7, top 1 to 7, however you want to categorize Lamar quarterback. You don't just let those kind of quarterbacks walk. There's no way to replace them. And no one's apparently going to give you anything for Lamar Jackson. Why? A, he's going to cost a boatload. B, they franchise tagged him and not a single team was interested in surrendering 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson, which honestly I think teams would have, in retrospect, gone back and surrendered those picks. It was a weird time. It was the Deshaun Watson contract time frame where teams didn't want to bow to the player in this guaranteed money debate. Lamar Jackson didn't have an agent. It made it difficult. NFL teams were frustrated about that. But at the end of the day, he did not get moved. No one even budged. And I was wrong on that because I said teams are going to line up to grab Lamar for 2 first-round picks when he was franchise tagged. And not one team was interested, which was crazy to me. Now, Lamar is not a spring chicken, but he's not necessarily an old player either. He's got a handful of elite years left. Is it 10? No, he runs the ball a lot, abuse to his body. Is it 4, 5, 6? Yeah, very well could be that long that he plays at an elite level, anywhere in that territory. But Lamar Jackson is not replaceable. And the one thing we do know that is true is this owner got rid of the coaching staff, partly to do with how they handled Lamar and partly to do with Lamar was not happy with that staff, partly because the owner was not happy with that staff. There's many different reasons why this team moved on from Harbaugh and the boys and Munkin. Part of the going story was that one reason Harbaugh was let go is because he didn't want to move on from Munkin. And so that was one thing. But Munkin was going to go get another job anyway, potentially. Look, he got the head coaching job over in Cleveland. So that wasn't really the story. That was one story that was peddled out there. Might have been part of an excuse, maybe, by ownership to say, look, that's why we want to get rid of you. What else is in his file? But at the end of the day, you remember what happened when the Ravens lost a very close playoff game. And the question was to the owner, what if you would have won that game? Would Harbaugh have still been fired? He said Harbaugh would have had a job for one more week. So Harbaugh was out. And it's hard for me to imagine that we don't hear a week from now, 2 weeks from now, some sort of change in attitude about this storyline, at least. Not necessarily by those writing it, because they'll just run away into the shadows and pretend they never wrote it. But I could very much see we're not doing anything without Lamar Jackson. He is our future. We're absolutely signing him. And so this notion here, I'll read it. The Ravens could be running out of time to extend Lamar Jackson. And there's belief that without a new deal, Jackson would be likely to leave Baltimore in 2027. I don't think that's the case at all. Not to mention you could franchise tag him. Not to mention that this isn't like he just walks out, the doors unlocked, and he just wanders off and finds a new situation. Now, let me look at, is he actually have a franchise tag clause? Lamar Jackson contract. Let me just make sure. Because he might have a no clause. Which would make it interesting. No tag clause 2020. Yeah, actually, no tag clause. He can walk out the front door. He actually can. He can actually walk out the front door if he wants to.
Mashed potatoes.
But I don't think he wants to leave whatsoever. That's amazing. Kyler did a no tag clause as well. This is kind of becoming par for the course. If you sign a contract as a quarterback, you want that no tag clause in there, because you can be in some serious trouble and put in a bind, put in a box. But as for, let me get rid of this screen here. Hold on. As for this situation, I don't think Lamar wants to be elsewhere. They got rid of the staff on purpose. This was the move they made so that Lamar would want to stay. This is partly a move, getting rid of the staff, clearing the board, letting Lamar kind of start where he wants to start, have a say in a way in how this offense will be constructed, because it's going to be constructed through him. I don't think he's sitting here going, I want a new deal. You're not going to give me a new deal. Okay, I'm just going to walk out the front door, which technically he can with a no tag clause. But I don't think it's going to happen. If I had to guess, I would probably say there's maybe I would say it's maybe close to the same percentage chance that we were knocking around with the Achane trade. It's 10% maybe that Lamar leaves. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but it does not feel like it's going to happen. So we'll have more information on this as the the weeks unfold. But this is just one of those stories where someone's bored and they conjure up Lamar Jackson. There's a lot of thought that he might leave Baltimore next year. Like, he's trying to get a big fat contract extension with this situation in this organization where he's comfortable, where he wants to be. He wants to win a championship here. He wants to do what a lot of players want to do, win where they've been playing, not move around and ring chase or go around and trophy chase. He doesn't want to do that. So to me, I don't even know where people would come up with that he's not going to be there next year because his contract isn't done yet. That it just doesn't seem likely to me. We'll find out. I don't think we'll know anything real soon, but we might see them try and cook up a pretty quick extension maybe after the draft. Always could be something that pops up quicker than that, but a lot of these teams like to know where they're at financially, the pay scales, trades they could make. They need to make sure they have room for signing the rookies, especially if they do make trades and that pay scale changes. There's a lot of reasons why you would wait. But Lamar Jackson, almost surely, if I had to put a percentage on it, at least 90% chance he has a contract extension walking into the 2026 season. Let's draft. Everybody pull up their Underdog app right now. And let's go into Underdog. Promo code Smitty. Again, Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. Do it live. Lobby, Swipe over to the NFL tab. Isolate it down to the two contests that are up. There's the little board $3 and the $2 UDFA2. We're going to go into the UDFA2. We're going to select the 20-second timer and hit the green button right now. And we will jump into a draft together. If anybody, again, is wondering how they get in, it's promo code Smitty. The link is pinned in the live chat. The link is in the description of the video. Underdog promo code Smitty. 4 more to start. You guys always fill these up really quickly. If you don't get into this particular draft, do not fret, because all you would have to do is sign up now anyway using the link and get ready so that next time you don't have a problem trying to race in and jump into this. So promo code Smitty, link is in the description of the video. Link is pinned in the live chat. The player board is cut off here. Let me extend this up a little bit and put that down there. Okay, so 1 more to start, 1 more to start, 1 more to start, and then we will be on our merry way. And we're not just going to show the board. We're going to have conversation. You know, I think it's important to make sure we're not just a draft show at night. I hate that. I hate that concept of like, oh, you're going to join a late live stream and all you see is a big fat board in front of you and people drafting like robots over and over and over. That's not how we do it. It's not how Dad did it. It's not how America does it. So we're going to do it our way. Let me go ahead and swap this graphic out here. Hold on. And then we'll open up phone lines after my 3rd pick like we usually do. So if anybody wants to dial in after I draft my 3rd selection, we will open said phone lines up for your speaking pleasure. What draft slot do I have? It looks like I have the 9 draft slot, which it's okay. It's okay. That's all right. Doing it live. All right, 7 pick is on, or second pick is on the clock. Jahmyr Gibbs is usually Bijan. It's Gibbs, Bijan, Gibbs almost every time. Man, I wish I had the 3 pick right now. This will be Bijan. Almost certainly, almost 95% chance. There it is. It really is Gibbs, Bijan, Gibbs almost every single time. This 9 pick's going to be interesting, drafting with a bunch of people from our community. Travis is in the 8 spot. He got in. Nice. Travis is in the 8 spot. Let's see where everybody is. Tebow's in the 12. Some of you I recognize, some of you I don't. So Travis is in the 8. I'm in the 9. Hammer's in the 5. Jay is in the 4. Collins in the 3. And Speedy's in the 1 spot. Speedy, try your best not to destroy the entire draft and your team by reaching like 7 rounds. Like, sometimes draft just the best player available. You know, asking for a friend. JT. Let's go JJ here. I feel really good about JJ in this particular situation where I want to make sure I'm grabbing a receiver. I might even go wide receiver in this draft. I'm not sure yet. Depends how the players fall. But I have no problem going Neighbors. Although there's just so many good RBs here. But you don't get a receiver here, you're really going to be hurting potentially later. And if you don't get a running back here, you're kind of going to be potentially hurting. See, the balance is a key move. Let me see if I have any Rumble rants. We got Hammer with a $50 hauler. Hammer, let me celebrate this right after I make my pick, okay? That way I don't miss anything. But Hammer dropping a $50 hauler over on the Rumble, which we're at 9.1K. 9.1K on Rumble.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy.
Unbelievable. Okay, Jeremiah Love is there. I got my JJ. Neighbors is nice, but let's go Jeremiah Love. Barkley's not bad here either, though. This is a good spot to be in. I love balance. When you can walk out of the draft with balance, it's really, really a smart play. Really a smart play. Luis with a super chat and Hammer with a $50 hauler. And you know what time it is when someone drops a $50 hauler? It's Everybody's Pretty Time by Denny. It's a song. It might even be on Spotify's top 100. It's called Everybody's Pretty.
Smitty, Smitty, everybody's pretty. $100+ holler. I don't even know why they're getting ditty, why.
Denny, where's Denny? Denny's asleep. Never mind. Lamar is top 5 talent. Probably won't see another QB with his skill set ever again. With that said, I don't see the dog in him. Sometimes it seems like he's just going through the motions. And from a winning perspective, from an NFL perspective, I could see where some people get to that stage. I will say that you go back to certain seasons, it does look like he's got the dog and that fight, and then other seasons he doesn't. So I think it depends on if they're winning, depends on if he feels like he has enough support. I think his big 40 touchdown season, passing season, he did look like he had that dog. He kind of puttered out at the end, and he couldn't carry the entire team to the playoffs because they need to give him more help, which they did with Derrick Henry, and it's been a little bit better. And he had a good year last year, I mean, to a degree. I think Lamar is one of the most underrated fantasy football players in 2026. I truly do. I think he's a value. I think he's a 5th or 6th round steal. Just depends on where he goes. But yeah, he's an elite talent. And good thing for fantasy football, we don't need to worry about whether he's a good football player. Although we do have those conversations too. And they're fun conversations to have. Cam Ward and Lawrence, how do you rank each one on a scale of 1 to 10? Lawrence is like a 6.5 to 7 just because there's so many other great quarterbacks, and he's got a lot of upside though. Cam Ward, I like as a super flex quarterback. I would never start him in a 1 QB league, but I think there's upside promise. I think he's a very, very good. Look at Nico following. Look at this Genty Nico. Who is that? Is that Hammer? Genty, Rice, and Nico. Oh my God, that is a fantastic trio from the 5 spot. And that's an early Rice, but it works, right? Because this is what I say, when you reach on a player and you really reach, and Rice is a reach there, but you could argue that you could flip these, that's when you've made a good move. So that's a fantastic team. This feels like a good Etienne and Olave spot. I think I'm going to go Olave here. So JJ, Love, and Olave, feeling pretty good about that. But yeah, to answer your question, Cam Ward at 4 or 5. I think Cam Ward's really good for what we need him to do, which is facilitate and get Wandell the ball. Maybe they draft Jordan Tyson and we need him to get the ball to him, and that will work. Maybe we need, Jeremiah Love gets drafted. We just need a competent quarterback that's dangerous enough to get Tomlinson volume in the hands of Jeremiah Love, but he's not somebody you're starting in a 1 QB league. Trevor Lawrence is hard to start in a 1 QB league, and he's really got top 5 to 6 quarterback upside. That's how many good quarterbacks there are. And because of his shakiness, you don't trust him enough to lock him into the top 5 or 6, but he truly does have that kind of value. I got to say, who's drafting 12? I don't mean to be negative on this one, Tebow, but you and I very rarely agree. Tebow, there's not a person that I like more that I disagree with more than Tebow. Tebow, every time you call into the phone line, every time you draft, Flowers and Burden as your wide receiver 1 and 2 when they're your 3rd and 4th drafted player, I just can't get behind that, son. Bucky or ETN. I draft a lot of Bucky, so I'm going to go a little different here. So JJ, Love, Olave, ETN. And ETN in the 4th round is a steal. Just a straight monster steal. Travis goes Javonte, Igbuka, Barkley, Lamb. Very strong. Very, very strong. Okay, phone lines are open. Like I said, if anybody wants to dial in. Luis, appreciate your super chat. Hammer, thank you for your super chat. Simi Valley in the Rumble chat. Who we got in the Rumble? Aldi's in the building. Aldi, appreciate you. Is Aldi a mod yet? Did we make Aldi a mod on Rumble? I think we did, didn't we? I always think all my mods, and I forget if we made Aldi a mod yet. I know we're talking about it, but my mind is away from me. What's up, 420 man? 420 man in the building. Aldi, you're a mod, right? On Rumble? If so, I apologize if I never mention your name when I thank all my mods. That's disgusting of me. I'm sorry, bro. Where are we at on this? Where are we at? Mike Evans, great pick. Okay, so Bucky falling to Hammer. Hammer's team is disgusting. Yes, sir, you're a mod. Okay, remind me, Aldi, please. I take no offense by you saying, "Hey, Smitty, don't forget me when I thank mods and I don't throw you out there." I'm sorry, Aldi. Travis, what do you think of these teams? Actually, let's see what this pick. Who is this? This is Jay. Jay's got Puka, Chase Brown, AJ Brown, Mike Evans. That's a really good 4. Let's see what he does here. Does he crap the bed? Loveland. That's not crapping the bed. That's not the 5th round. That's not bad at all. Hammers up here. Honestly, my favorite team so far is Hammers. Genty, Rice, Nico, and Bucky. Just beautifully
big reaches at the beginning, but it worked for him.
Yeah, it fell perfectly. And JD5.
Huge reaches, actually.
That could, yeah. I mean, it still looks great though, because like I said, if you reach and you take Rice too early, but I could argue Nico deserves to go where 20. I'm not saying his ADP calls for that, but man, what a nice snipe there. Shaking my boy. I don't know if I would have taken him here though. Devontae Adams. Do I take Adams or? Dang it. I'll do it because I think I'm trying to draft a little bit different team, different flavor with this particular crew here, because I think it bodes well for you when you use this opportunity in Snipeville, where everybody's sniping each other. They're snipe maxing, and so you're very, very, very. By the way, if anybody doesn't catch my drift on my joking of the maxing, it's probably not going to stop. And the kids and all these ridiculous looks influencers and everything, it's just the maxing thing is hilarious. They're just fools, man. But anyway, we're gonna roll with it. And when you snipe max on somebody, it's good to have a situation where you're changing directions and you're trying out some different strategies, because quite honestly, you'll get in a rut. Ron Navy and I talk about this a lot when he's on the show. You get in a rut when you're drafting by yourself, and you end up drafting the same team over and over and over to some degree. And even though you promise yourself, "Oh, I'll change a little bit later," you end up drafting the same team over and over and over and over and over and over, and you can't ever quit. You just end up doing it over and over. I'll go Joe Burrow here, and this is a great opportunity to draft with a crew like this, where they're sniping you, and then you get to have just a slightly different iteration of what you're doing. And I use these moments here where people are taking all my favorite players early to develop a team I might not have drafted in any of the other hundreds of thousands of drafts that I end up doing. So this is a very different team, even though I have some commonalities between other teams. JJ, Love, Olave, ETN, Adams, Burrow. I like it. It's pretty good. Man, Hammer, the right players keep falling to you, man. That's a fantastic pick there. Genty, Rice, Nico, Bucky, JD5, BTJ. Might be my favorite team I've seen drafted so far this entire best ball offseason, to be frank. Like you might want to, if you click on the info button, Hammer, when we're done, if you might want to do it now in between your picks. When you have time, don't time out doing this, or check somebody you like so you don't time out. But if you hit the info button and then you hit the edit, you can rename it. You can do it later too, but just so that you can find this particular draft on call by putting a bunch of pumpkin or weird emojis, eggplant emojis, whatever you want in the name, and then later on when you go reference, you can find it really easily. That's what I do with drafts that I love. But this is a fantastic team. Sorry, Travis, I didn't mean to ask you a question I talked over the whole time. Go ahead.
What was the question? I don't remember.
I don't know either. What do you hear? What do you say? How do you like your team?
I like it so far. I'm up in 5 picks.
Oversaturated can be bad. You are right, Smitty, says Angry Bruce. He's already angry. Let's see, did I answer this question? Yeah, I did. Luis, thank you for the super chat. Hammer, thank you for the super chat. Genty, Rice, Nico, Bucky, JD5, BTJ. Who is Hammer going to take now? This is a great team. I like it a lot. Fannin, nice. Very, very balanced, too. Very, very balanced. All right, Travis is going to be on deck here. McCaffrey, Neighbors, McMillan, Judkins. Watson. Who is this? Crumble. I hate that combination. I love the Wilson pick. He sniped him for me. But I can't stand them. I like McMillan, but third round is very rich. And then if you follow it up with something strong, then I'm okay with it. But you followed it up with Judkins and then Watson. So McMillan, Judkins, Watson, I think that's a very, very risky third, fourth, and fifth round selections.
I don't know why it took, the whole thing just froze on me. So it emptied my queue and took Monangai for some reason.
Sure. Taken.
I mean, I'm okay with it, but
I'm kidding.
That wasn't my pick.
I like my balance. JJ, well, this was spilled all over. JJ, yeah, your team looks good too. Lamb, Barkley, Buka, Javante, Lamar, Tyson, Monangai. I like it. I didn't even see your Tyson pick till now. I'm trying to drink a little. This right here is in my Hufflepuff mug. This is Mountain Dew Zero, which honestly I don't mind. I think it's pretty good. I'm not super big into zeros and diet drinks at all, but I'm trying to drink less calories, and I gotta say that the Mountain Dew Zero is pretty good. Let's see here. Let me cue somebody in case I time out that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it time out on my queue. My homie. A little bully QB never hurt nobody, especially when you're doing it in rounds 6 and 8. Yeah, Algier was a steal. I love that pick. All right, anybody else want to call? Oh, who's on the phone?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, hey, Smitty, it's Purple
this?
John. I just had one real quick question. If, what's his name, Jordan Tyson goes to the Chiefs and Mekhi Lemon goes to the Rams, what is your outlook on both those guys for Dynasty, and which one do you like more? I know you like Tyson, but, you know, you have Rashee Rice there, and what does that do for Rashee Rice if Jordan Tyson goes to the Chiefs?
I mean, you got a double dilemma. If that happens, you got Rice and Tyson, and there's still a lot of room for Tyson to eat in KC for his rookie year because he's probably, not going to be a top 5 wide receiver, so he could still be like 15 or 14 in this scenario. And then, so just I'll address it from a redraft and a dynasty. And then you've got freaking Puka and Adams. And then you got Lemon, who's just going to sit in this inconsistent world unless something happens and someone gets hurt. And even if, let's say, Adams got hurt, is it the whole year? Like, there's so many different ways to look at this. But even if he got hurt and he was in there like half the year, Puka's still absorbing the majority of everything. I think Tyson's in a better spot than Lemon for redraft if they land in KC and land in LAR. So that's redraft. From a dynasty perspective, Adams is probably not going to be relevant, so he vaults into the number 2 spot. But is the number 2 spot here better than the number 2 spot here? And if he balls out, is Rice going to get extended? So there's so many more avenues for this Tyson to KC to be so much better than Lemon and LAR. I don't even love Lemon, but if he became the new Puka, it would be different. But he's not, because Puka is going to get a $40 million extension. So Lemon's always going to play second fiddle, whereas Tyson at least has an avenue of them not extending Rice if Rice doesn't ball the hell out. So from a dynasty perspective, I'm gambling on Tyson and KC all day long over Makai Lemon, who I don't even love. I like him. I don't love him.
Appreciate it a lot. Have a great night.
Well, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I kind of like Jordan Tyson. I'm kind of like with everybody else. I don't think they're going to extend Rice in 2 years. I think they let him walk at comp picks or something like that. And then I don't know how long Puka's going to be there because he wants to retire at 30, and he's 26, 27.
Be careful. Yeah, but what's Lemon going to wait like everyone's been waiting for what's his face? Waddle. He's going to be great. That Waddle's like 97 years old. He's finally going to get the stage. Is he though, or is Sutton going to actually be an equal? I don't know, bro. I think Makai Lemon is not that dude. I think he's good, and I think that's the problem. Is I'm here tearing him down when I actually still like him, but I just hate the valuation. Everybody's way too high on him. Just way too high on him. And like the situation you're mapping out. Let me just grab somebody here. I'll take Gadsden. You're mapping out that Lemon's got pretty decent, maybe dynasty outlook in LAR when Puka's about to sign a brand new contract. Like, come on, man. Like 4 or 5 years is too long to be waiting on somebody to get crowned the number one somewhere. Not to mention, when Stafford's gone, who's to say this is even a good spot for even one of them? You know, Puka Nacua might disappear on his $40 million contract in terms of being a top 5 overall player the moment Matthew Stafford's gone. And that might happen this next offseason, if not in the middle of the year if he pulls his back. There's no more volatile passing attack situation to maybe where the rug gets pulled out from everyone and all the players get impacted so severely. It's like a stock market crash. The impact to everything that it touches. We might have a total collapse the moment Stafford steps out of that lineup. You know, so I don't think Makai Lemon stands a chance in hell of being Puka Nacua when Puka Nacua is gone. That's like 4 or 5 years from now with no Matthew Stafford, with no guarantees of any kind. When Ben Roethlisberger got ripped away from the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know who Antonio Brown is? The number one wide receiver. Did you ever see Antonio Brown, or were you in a diaper?
No, I saw him.
You were probably sharding your didiaper back when Antonio Brown played.
No,
right?
I was out there watching Willis McGahee light it up in Miami.
Okay. Well, Antonio Brown turned into a wide receiver 3 when I'm not saying he was bad, but in that situation, Ben Roethlisberger, when he got injured or missed games, Antonio Brown went from number 1 wide receiver in fantasy to like a top 25 guy. And so I'm just saying, we don't know what Puka's going to do.
What's Travis think?
Travis? Go ahead, Travis, and answer him while I draft.
Sorry, I was picking. What was the question? I was looking at the list. Sorry.
Hold on a second.
If Makai Lemon goes to the Rams and Jordan Tyson goes to the Chiefs, which one do you prefer?
From a redraft and dynasty perspective.
Hold on a second.
Don't worry about it. All right, John, we'll see you later, pal. Appreciate it. Call back if you got another one.
Yep, thanks. Have a good night.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it. All right, so
find it. How do I get back to a draft if I clicked out of it?
Go to active drafts.
Yeah, all I'm seeing are slow drafts.
Original, and then once you get on original, swipe down a little bit, and you'll see active drafts button. It's down a ways. It's like midway through down.
Yeah, I clicked it. I don't see it anywhere.
On active, then pull down and drag, and it should refresh.
No, I'm on active drafts. All that's showing are my 7-hour clocks for slow drafts.
Well, just wait right there, and when you're on the clock, it'll pop up. If you're having an issue. So it should pop up here in a second. I'm going to take it a little early because you guys are sniping like mofos. So do you see you're on the clock now? Did it pop up?
Okay. Yeah.
Go.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Damn it.
John, says all experts love Lemon and Smitty hates him. I don't hate him. That's what I just said. I know what you're saying though. I hate his ADP. I guess I have no idea what to think. LOL. Well, you know, am I always right? No. I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to be wrong a guaranteed 30% every single year. And those are amazing years. Being right 70% of with everything I say, that's gold. You can't get like that's my good year.
That's why we listen to you.
Who is this? Is this angry?
Yes.
Oh, bro, you sound
It's
slowed
Angry
down.
Bruce.
Bruce, you've been stepping back on Grandpa's old cough medicine because you sound slowed down.
Slow motion.
This is a slowed down Angry.
But I love some slow motion though, baby. Like I said, man, we
Daddy?
all pulling for you, bro.
Attaboy, I'm pulling for you. Hey,
Come
keep it
on
clean.
now.
Hey, keep it clean though. Keep it clean, okay? Otherwise, I'm hanging up on you.
I will. I promise. Like I said, I replayed our little conversation about 8 times, and yeah, ain't gonna cuss no more. Sorry.
He listened to 8 times to his debut. I love it.
That's it, bro.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt #Angry Bruce. I think so. Then I'll sell it. And I think it'll be one of the more high. You know, I'll make it priced so I don't profit anything. I'll just be a flat 0% profit just to get that price as low as possible. And we'll sell it. Well, I'll probably be our highest selling shirt.
I'll say this, like I said, bro, man. Like I said, I love you, man. Like I said, you break it down so hard sometimes. Like I hate that I even missed this draft tonight. I'm so sick.
Oh, you'll be all right. You'll bounce back.
Not really. No, because I'll say this right now. Regardless, Algier.
Rock out.
Look what you're doing, man. Man, you down like taking these fools' money, taking Algier where you're taking them. Come on, like, stop it already.
I love how when you call in, now we got two people dial in and they want to be on the phone with you. You're like a celebrity already. Hold on a second. Let me merge these calls here real quickly. Hold on 1 second, boys. I gotta try and merge all these calls. I got Indy Joe trying to call in. Everybody wants to be on the phone right now. Hold on, Husseini, let me merge you in. I got Miss Smitty just. Hey, everybody mute yourself. Hey, Angry Bruce. I don't know if this will make you feel good or not. Denny used to always feel honored when I would share this information with him. He would feel absolutely honored. But I just got a text message from Miss Smitty. Hold on a second.
From your wife? I ain't trying to mess with that woman. Come on now.
She says, you want to hear what she said?
What are you trying to do to me already? Holy shit.
Is he wasted?
Done with your pick.
Oh, I'm on the clock? Hold on.
Yep, 5 seconds.
Denny, man. I love Denny. Everybody loves Denny.
Miss Smitty, is he wasted?
Anybody knows who Denny is.
Bro, you're vibrating the wall. You're vibrating the walls to where everyone's like, what is that sound inside the studio?
I guess that's North Carolina Wi-Fi. Sorry.
I guess, bro. All right. Denny was always honored when Miss Smitty would be like, what in the hell is that noise? Why? Tell him to shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, God. Lord, help me, Jesus.
All right, hold on 1 second. Angry Bruce, just mute yourself real quickly if you could. Let me go over to...
No, I'll mute myself.
All right. Indy Joe, you're live, then over to Husseini, then over to Luis. Actually, Luis might have to work in the morning. He might need to get out of here. Let me go to Luis first. Luis, you're live.
Hey, what's going on, Smitty? Real quick, man. Myself and Husseini, we just appreciate that, by the way. Myself and Husseini, we just made a little trade, and a lot of people have pointed out their different opinions. How do you feel about it?
In the Wild Wild West? In the Wild Wild West?
Yeah, Wild Wild West.
Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah. Hit me with it. Let's put it on the board.
For sure. Let me just.
Okay, so tell me the side. Husseini, I'm going to put Husseini on this side, and then you said, who do you do with Luis? Or Luis is on the phone.
I'm the only one who gave an opinion. I don't think anyone else.
Okay, so my first one is so my side is Cam Ward, Tucker Kraft and Javante. That's why I gave up. And then I got Fanning, Trevor Lawrence, and a wild card of Malik Washington.
Mike Washington, not Malik.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
So
Mike Washington Jr.
So Husseini got Ward, Kraft, and who?
Javante.
And then Luis got who?
Fanning, Lawrence, and Washington.
Fannin. Hold on.
Fannin.
Fannin. T-Law. And
Mike Washington.
Mike Washington. Mike Wash. Okay.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, I was in the league.
So Fannin, T-Law, Mike Wash, Ward, Kraft, Javante. So T-Law I like more than Ward by quite a bit. Well, but not like it's not crazy, but it is big. So that's a check mark.
Yeah.
Javante over Mike Washington by a ton until he might not even be anything. And then Fannin over Kraft by, I would say, one check mark, but arguable. I just think coming off an injury, Fannin is tough. He was top 5 last year. So I don't know. I mean, this is super flex though. So actually this would be more. It'd be at least 2 check marks, I would say.
You're up
That was my
next,
point.
Smitty, just so you know.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, it's a tough trade to evaluate though. I don't think either one of you like destroyed the other person. I mean, Javante's a very, very good value, and Ward ain't bad. Like could Ward be as good as T-Law? He could be.
Yes, sir.
So like this side that Husseini got, I really do like it.
That's why I like Husseini's side. Luis, I think, thought I was crazy for saying I thought Husseini did. Really well.
I think that if Ward steps up and is even remotely close to T-Law, then Husseini wins this trade. But if T-Law ends up being top 5 or 6, and Fannin stays top 5 or 6, then I think Luis. I mean, it still might be even because even if Ward's a step down, like Kraft and Javante is solid over Fannin, Washington, but it's a hard trade to eval because of this T-Law. It's very even.
Hypothetically speaking, if Washington were to get traded, were to get drafted,
hold on. I got a lot of people talking right now, and who's the one muffled that's like?
Someone's underwater. Yeah.
Is that angry Bruce not muted?
Bruce.
Sorry,
Smitty.
I'm just keep breaking. Like I said, keep breaking them boxes down, bro.
Oh, thank you, Bruce.
Please. Oh, Jesus.
Bruce.
Yeah, mute.
Sorry, bro. Like, I'll let you speak, bro. But hey, sorry, Smitty. So if Washington was to hypothetically get traded to the Vikings, that's kind of my hope. How do you see this trade?
You mean draft? You keep saying traded. You mean drafted?
Sorry.
Yeah, draft. No, it's fine. Drafted to the Vikings. Yeah, but that's a total what if. I mean, yeah, if he got drafted to be the starter in Minnesota, that would be a totally different conversation. But yeah, you're trading for that potential, I guess. But
yeah,
look, it's dead even trade.
That's what I figured.
It was really tough for me.
Oh, sorry, Hussein. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was really tough for me to do this trade at first because I really, really love T-Law this year, and I know it's super flex, and so I just was almost like, I don't know about this, but I think overall I looked at it more, and I actually plugged this into Smitty. I plugged it into your trade calculator, and it said I barely won by like $3 or $4, and so
my trade calculator is on the money, bro. But did you do?
Jamie's team got so much better. He went from Dowdle to Javante at RB2.
Yeah, that's a factor. It doesn't mean that the trade was bad. It just means Husseini picked out a very, very nice trade for himself.
Which was part of the reason I liked it too.
Yeah,
I think Luis took it a little personal. I said Husseini cooked. I meant like you helped his team a lot, and I like his side of the deal better. But
Luis, you're by far and away getting. You could say.
Oh, you're up.
Husseini, you could by far and away, we could by far and away say you're getting the two best players in the deal at their positions. Javante's the best player at his position in the deal, but just meaning that you got T. Law way better than Ward, in my opinion. Fannin, not way better than Kraft, but better than Kraft because Kraft's coming back from injury. There's a lot of obstacles there. This is not a dynasty trade. And so you got T-Law. You basically crush on these two sides of the trade. There's nothing to be ashamed of or taking anything personally. But what Travis is saying, to get this, lineup, this is a very good trio for his lineup. You're getting a duo for your lineup.
Not necessarily. That's not what I meant. I never got booty hurt about anything. When somebody cooked, I guess that to me just came off a little different. I mean, maybe my culture is.
Nobody else cook. You cook, bro. You got the best of it. What are you talking about?
Yes, sir,
Bruce,
Mr.
you got
Bruce.
so much,
yes, sir, Mr. Bruce.
bass in your
That
audio.
was just for me. Like when somebody said you cooked, I didn't. Maybe I was missing to understand what somebody was saying. It is nothing against you, Travis. It's just I just wanted to understand. I just didn't understand why I was like, wait, cooked. My culture is kind of like cooked. It means more like really roasted. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
He cooked for his situation.
But I didn't want.
You both went to the burner. You both got on the grill.
We talked about it, man. We were talking about it, and it made perfect sense. I wanted a better quarterback. I already got everybody that I wanted, and it's all good.
All right,
I don't mind junkies. Oh, one last thing, Smitty. Sorry. Hey, hey, if you want to kick me out of the line after this, I'm not gonna cuss or nothing. I just got one question for Bruce. You said North Carolina over Kansas City barbecue, right? Which is blasphemy, but go on.
Now, depending on look, Midwest people, y'all do beef. I get it.
Oh,
no.
Bruce, this is the third time you got on the phone line where I think you're on speaker and you're not retaining that we can't hear a word you're saying when you're on whatever you're doing.
Sorry.
But why you keep doing it? It's not going to get better.
I don't mean to.
Every time. Now you sound like you're crystal clear now. All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
Mr. Bruce, I would actually argue that Texas barbecue is the best barbecue. How do you feel about that, Mr. Bruce?
I'll say this. You're a beef guy, probably. Like I said, we pork. A vinegar-based. Now listen to me. Man. A vinegar-based sauce is way better with pork than it is with beef. Okay. Period.
Yes, sir.
Like.
All right.
Now.
All right. Okay.
Now, what kind of barbecue are you talking about? Are we barbecuing chicken?
Let's not go there. I got a whole phone line. I got a whole phone line to go to. We're not talking pork and beef and all that. All right, Indy Joe, you're live.
Sorry, Smitty.
Nice job, Louis.
No, I love the question.
What's going on, Smitty?
I love you.
All right, everybody mute. Indy Joe, you're live.
Whoever that guy was, he's the shit.
All right, Indy Joe, live.
Hey, so now I got two things, just real quick, Smitty. I think one thing you could turn this show into is a debate show between two callers about anything.
And we do that every day.
And then...
Oh, that's
I know, it's awesome.
It's nothing.
No, second thing, I just had a question about Deion Burks. What are your thoughts about him out of Oklahoma as a wide receiver?
I mean, it depends on any of these guys that are not considered. Hold on one second. I got a draft. Hold on. Oh, no. Who did I time out on? Najee. Oh, that's disgusting. I think that when you get deep into the weeds on wide receivers that are not ranked inside the top 7, 8, 9, you're just beholden to the landing spot. There's nothing, undrafted guys that go on day, the final couple rounds, they're crapshoots. I don't think they're positioned well to do anything. You just got to hope something happens. But You get drafted so late,
fast.
Your draft capital is so bad that
Yeah.
zero invested in you.
Yeah, no, Travis, I agree with that, man. He's like the 18th wide receiver as far as like my film watch. And I just got done watching his film, and man, he's really stuck out to me. Honestly, his speed and his catch, circumference. I mean, he's got some skills. He is a little small.
Yeah.
He is a little small, but.
Well, I mean, what is he? 5'10", 180. So yeah, a little small, but.
Find a team.
He'll get
he is a little small.
Alone, but it just depends if he can rise up a pecking order or not.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't want to say it's good to be in the know as to where these guys are, like how good they look, because then when drafted, you can make quick reactions to rankings. You can make quick draft. When we get on Underdog right away, you can draft immediately, knowing more than everybody else. And then the first week of drafting post NFL draft, you can take advantage of everyone that is trying to catch up on the rookies. But past that, it is kind of I don't want to say a waste of time, but it's kind of a waste of time to put much value or stock in players that have it's all going to be luck of the draw of whether a team drafts them enough or in a spot that's vacant enough, like the Las Vegas Raiders. If they were to take someone like that or any underrated wide receiver and they take them really late, it's such an open door to the number 1 and number 2 role that you could see somebody rise to the top. But somebody gets stuck in a place like the Rams or the Niners, then you're never going to see them.
Yeah, where there's already an established wide receiver one.
Kind of a waste of energy to get too much into ranking form. But knowing where everybody's at.
I guess I just wanted to see your opinion. Your opinion on his film.
He's all right.
If you've gotten to it yet or not.
I have, but he doesn't crack my top 10. Part of that is also
right. Yeah.
Because I don't think the teams will value him there. So I'm not necessarily. It would do me no good to be like, oh, this guy's number 18. I love him. I think he's more like my 5. But what am I going to do with that? Nothing. You just got to wait until the landing spots.
Right.
But no, he didn't stick out above any of the guys like top 10, Denzel Boston. It's not ranking over any of those guys. So we'll see, man. Anybody can rise.
I got you.
St. Brown's, and there's always going to be players hiding, and we just got to be on our toes about it. Once the draft's over, if I love his landing spot or anybody for that matter, we'll be on it right away, and then we'll be taking advantage of it for as long as we can. All right, my boy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, later, man.
Appreciate it, Smitty. Have a good one.
Yeah, I mean, we have debates. To his first point, we have debates on here every night. To do a show on it, it's already a show. It's a show every single time. But it's also chaotic. It's not something that's easy to manage. Nobody knows what it's like to try and manage this kind of show. It's crazy. No one does anything like this.
Is there an open spot on the phone line? Smitty was trying to call in. See me.
Who is trying?
Simi Valley.
Okay, tell him to call in again. I didn't answer a few because the line is totally.
Yeah. We figured it was probably. He was asking in the Wild West chat. So.
Tebow's team: James Cook, Achane, Flowers, Burden, and Dunze. I just don't love those receivers. And then Caleb, I don't like that. I'm sorry, Tebow. Tebow, you and I just disagree on a lot of things. Stevenson, I like the Kraft pick. Jaden Reed, love. Just not a huge fan of that, but I never am. So you got things.
Oh, you got love, yeah.
You're Jonathan Taylor, Walker. This is from the 11th spot. Jonathan Taylor, Walker, Higgins, Kyron, Jamo, Tate, Sutton. Are there good aspects about the team? Yes, but you're going to be hard pressed to win any sort of big contest with Flowers, Burden, and the Dunze as your top 3 receivers, or Higgins, Jamo, and Tate. And I like those individual players, but just not necessarily as the 1, 2, 3. More like somebody's 2 and 3. Number 11 spot: St. Brown, Hampton, Devontae Smith, Wilson, Harvey, Hurts. Good, but you know how I feel about Smith being a 3rd drafted player. This is where I would draft Smith once he's so low. once and if he's solo. To take him here now when he's not solo, yeah, it's too early for me. Garrett Wilson's in a horrible situation. I do love him. I hope he gets traded somehow under the radar, like the Waddle trade, just out of nowhere. Jets are trying to lose, and all of a sudden we hear tomorrow that Garrett Wilson has been traded to the Patriots, and he's in the top 7 wide receivers for 2026. I hope that happens for you. Harvey, Hurts, those are good values there. All right, let me get Simi Valley in here. Hold on. All right, Simi Valley, hold on one second. Just reviewing the teams. Hang tight for me real quick.
That's why we listen to him.
My team,
Oh.
was that you? Are you in this draft? Angry Bruce?
I wish.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. He said he missed it. Okay.
No, dude, I missed. Like I said, I got on the phone like second round. I was so pissed off.
All right.
Oh God.
JJ Love, this is my team. JJ Love, Olave, ETN, Devontae Adams, Joe Burrow, Tyler Algier, Pat Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Gadsden. I really like it. It's a really, really good team.
Yeah, I like that team.
I'll say this: Gaddison, damn Olave. A lot of people, come on, man.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
A lot of people
You've already cursed.
Olave.
You've already cursed 2 times you don't know about. So keep it clean. One more.
Sorry.
Angry Bruce, can you promise me something?
What did I do again? If I'm getting in the damn foul zone already?
I'm not sure if you're gonna remember this tomorrow, but try your best, okay? If I ever do hang up
I will.
If I ever do hang up on you, don't take it offensive. Just try again the next day.
Man.
I'm never gonna hold it against you, but you do got to keep it clean because you tend to get a little rough in here. Travis's team: Lamb, Barkley, Igbuka, Javonte, Lamar Jackson,
Travis
Tyson,
is in the draft. Oh, this is
Dart,
making me fucking even more mad.
That's it. You're gone. You just said it. You just did it. Sorry. Bye.
I wanted to be in here with Travis.
Next time. Jeez, man, he can't. He just has no self-control at all. None. Zero. Like this. He's the kind of guy that's like, smashing stuff in his kitchen, like breaking dishes. Like, dude, you're gonna have to buy more dishes tomorrow. He's like, I know, I shouldn't have broke all my dishes. He just can't control himself. Try again tomorrow. Never take offense, but Bruce, you're gone. I don't know what you're gonna say. You just off the handle. Travis is a really good team. Lamb, Buka, and Tyson. Now my Smitty can get some sleep. I'm probably gonna get a text in a minute. Thank God. Oh, hold on, I just did. Yeah, now she can get some sleep. It was like the reverb, the echo off the walls, like it was crazy.
It was so fast after you warned him that he dropped that bomb.
You just can't. Okay. Yeah, good team, Travis. Very well balanced team. Kind of similar to mine. In fact, we went position for position almost all the way down. Lamb, JJ, Barkley, Love, Buka, Lave, Javonte, ETN.
And I doubled up on quarterback the same round you did.
Yeah, we went Lamar, Burrow, and Adams, Tyson, then Monunga. That's crazy. Okay, Crumb Baker. Crumb has CMC, Neighbors. I can't stand the Ted McMillan, Judkins, Watson trio right there. That just blows the whole team.
Crummy trio.
JSN, Derrick Henry, Hall, McConkey, Waddle, Swift, MHJ's good value. Herbert's great value. Knicks, it's a pretty good team. Do I think it wins it? Probably not, but it's good. Hammer's team: Genty, Rice, Nico, Bucky, JD5, BTJ, Fannin. Gainwell, cuff to Bucky. It's a must. He did a great job there. Sadiq's nice second tight end. Cooper. Who else did he get down here? I like this team a lot. This is one of my favorite teams I've seen in a while. It's really, really good. Let's see: Emmanuel Wilson, Zach Charbonnet, Diggs, Kirk, Mitchell, Surratt. Yeah, I mean, the end I may have done slightly different, but like it's still such a good start that it's one of my favorite teams I've seen in a while. Thank you, Hammer, again for the earlier super chat. Thank you for being in the draft. Is Hammer on the phone line? No, he's not. Okay.
I think he is.
No, he's not. I don't think.
He's trying to get on the line.
Oh, well, so is Angry Bruce. He's trying to call back, but he's done. Angry Bruce, you're done. Angry Bruce, you're done for the night. There's no more. I just warned you. I said, don't take offense. You're like, I won't. And I'm like, but if you if you get off your rocker, you're going to get hung up on and tried the next day. So, Angry Bruce, I know you're going to be angry about this, but don't take offense to it. You screwed up the situation tonight, and you're just going to have to try another day, okay? But don't give up or anything. Hammer is on the line. Hammer, you're live. I like your team, man. Really, really good start. Really, really good.
Yeah, towards the end, honestly, I was just trying to throw kind of as many rookies, hoping one of them would stick and potentially boom. But I felt pretty comfortable through, honestly, Sadiq.
Yeah. I will say, just from experience from last year, even though I had a really good year, I don't say this because it's a mistake, but I will say that sometimes it is much better to take some guys. Like you asked me the other day, why do I like Quorum so much in best ball? Because last year I took a bunch of stabs at rookies that got 0 points for half a season, and then they maybe scored pretty well at certain points, but it just so happened I didn't need them, didn't even use them the times that they did score. So to have somebody that's steady all year is more of a protective measure for these guys that you're not going to lean on anyway. They're just going to help you when you need it. And if you pick someone like Quorum who's scoring every week, they'll always be ready when you need them, versus you grab a rookie like, let's say, Omar Cooper Jr., and he's not on his game the day you need him, then it double screws you, because you get no help all year from him. And I'm not saying he won't be in a good spot, but I'm saying when you grab multiple rookies, grabbing 1, 2 is fine. But I did find that some of my teams were really good would have advanced a lot further had I just taken a little bit more seriousness with the guys.
Only one QB too.
Oh, did you
no backup QB?
You had no backup QB?
No.
Just 55.
Okay, so yeah, be careful on that, because if you have a bye, then which you will, then you're gonna
or
have
an injury.
Yeah, and then if he gets banged
and
up,
you're done.
And then the other thing too, when you think about it, and your team is, again, it's one of the better teams I've seen through like 10 rounds this year.
Yeah, it's good.
Hold on, let me merge Rock out in. So just make sure, Rock out, be right with you. Just mute if you could. Just be sure. I know what you're thinking. Like, I'm just gonna bank on it, JD5. But what will suck is if this team is on fire, and JD5 gets hurt, and you're just sitting there helpless, going, it's gonna lose. Because the highest scoring position, there's nobody there to fill in, and you're watching it just crush, and you're like, oh my God, JD5's going to miss 4 games. If I just had a T-Law or a Nix or a Baker or a Brock Purdy or even Jordan Love, who we don't even love, like if you had anybody there to step in,
Brissett or Kyler,
so yeah, I would definitely grab 3 QBs personally. Whoops, dang it.
And sometimes you can even grab a backup QB and then just grab like the backup to your best QB. Like if you have Dart with Winston or something like that, someone who might score high points as a backup if they get injured.
Yeah. But hey, good team, man. Really good team. Nakua, Chase Brown, AJ Brown, Evans, Loveland, Washington, Prescott, Quorum. I like that team. Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
Let's see, Colin.
The Dak T-Lock combo is a sneaky one for late QB.
Colin from the 3, Bijan Jacobs.
Wow, that ruins it right there. You're done.
Bro. Bro, you messed your pants. What are we doing back there? Jacobs. Pickens, Hendy, Scat, Pierce, Lemon. Yeah, like that did you in, bro. That did you in. Where's your quarterback? But man, imagine if you had, like, you did good, but you can't win with Pickens, Pierce, Lemon, Dobbs, Godwin when you got Jacobs. Man, you were gifted.
Bryce Young and Penix for QBs.
Oh, Bryce Young? Is he even in the league? Is he even in the league?
I don't like that Jamar Chase team either.
Two team McBride. Oh, double! Don't do the double tight ends, bro.
I mean, your starting running back is Montgomery. You just can't bounce back.
Anybody that drafts double tight ends, they bring a magazine to the draft. Like, what are we doing? Gibbs, London, Allen. Excuse me. DJ Moore swallowed that Mountain Dew Zero wrong.
Down the wrong pipe.
Either that or I'm still joking on the Jacobs
Joking
pick.
at the team.
What are these teams doing?
Choke maxing. Yeah, Gibbs, London, Josh Allen, DJ Moore, Tootin, Hubbard, Drake May. I don't know. This team's got some upside for sure, but it just went in a couple directions that I may not have taken. But it's, I don't know. I think the problem is Speedy and whoever this guy is from the 2 spot is you're gifted the most advantageous draft slot I think we've seen in like 10 years. It's so good. It is such a good opportunity. And while I am an early Josh Allen drafter, I truly am. The best player available is almost always not going to be Josh Allen at the 1-2 turn. Just because you have Pickens, you have Nico, you have even A.J. Brown if he gets traded or whatever, Bowers. There's going to be opportunity.
2-3 turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I say something different?
Oh, you said 1-2.
I'm sorry. 2-3. Yeah, 2-3. Allen's almost always not going to be the best player available at the 2-3 turn.
Yeah.
There's just too many talented players. So that puts you in, you're chasing value. Like Drake May is plenty, and you could have cuffed him to like Brissett or anybody. But Josh Allen and Drake May, I like it, but it's a great bully strategy. But you're gifted these values that shouldn't be there. Rashee Rice normally would be at this turn, unless I'm in the draft, Hammer's in the draft. You're in this community.
He could have went Pickens though,
Pickens, Rice, McBride, London, Bowers, Nico,
and then taking T-Law instead of Jadarian Price or something.
Yeah.
Or Baker instead of White.
And then this team right here. I mean, you don't have a running back until Monty. You got Monty and Rodriguez. Like, can anybody imagine somebody sitting at the podium and they're like, "I won Best Ball Mania, $2 million. My running backs are Monty and Rodriguez."
Let him cook.
I mean, can anybody? That's not happening. You're not winning a major tournament with those 2 RBs. You're just not. It would be amazing if he wins. I'll actually love it.
Double tight end.
Oh,
your RB.
1.1 Gibbs, Rice, Igbuka, horrible, right? Says Tebow. I think Igbuka's again, this comes back to is Hendy capable of top 5 running back numbers? Yes, he is. Is he a bad pick as a 5th drafted running back? Yes, he is. Because you can get away with so much more than that. You could add more to your plate by just waiting on him. And so the same thing goes here with Buka. Like Buka at 25 overall, I'm not saying that drafter would have got him back, but you've got, especially we're talking about best ball, you've got plenty of other opportunities to draft Buka. This doesn't make much sense. If you did it once in a $2 draft because you believe Buka will be this and you wanted this pairing, do it in one draft. I'm not there's nothing wrong with doing it in one draft, but overall in a vacuum, it's not smart fantasy football drafting. And that's my point. I don't want anybody walking away saying this is actually good practice. Doing it once is fun. Like Hammer, you love Buka so much. It actually would be good for you to have a couple different teams that you could never build with Buka, because if you're drafting at 1 or 2, you'll never get Buka. So if there was one time you took him in the top of 3 and you just wanted that combo, sure, do it one time, but it's not good practice. So I'd say very, very bad practice.
Yeah. This draft kind of, again, I guess looking at most of the other teams, just how they kind of were poorly drafted. I mean, they were just players that were just sitting there for me.
Yeah. Angry Bruce says, "Why, Lord? Why can't I be there?" Because you can't control what's coming out of your mouth. And
I also made a trade in Wild West, another trade with Luis.
I love you though, Bruce. Okay, hit me with the The Hammer Luis trade. Man, I'm missing. Why are people offering me trades? What the hell's going on here?
I know, me too.
All right, Hammer, what'd you get?
And I make it fair. I make it fair.
I got T. Higgins and Hunter Henry. I gave him Stephon Diggs, Kraft, and Dobbins.
Diggs, Kraft, and Dobbins. Why can't I write tonight? I feel like I'm having. Jeez, I can't even
What the
write.
hell are you doing?
I don't know.
A bunch of trades have been made.
I think I'm still getting some like reverb repercussions from when Bruce was on the phone, and it's like shaking my hand. Diggs, Kraft, J.K., T. Henry. I don't think there's anything wrong with this trade. I don't think anybody got blasted.
Yeah.
I think the best player in the deal is T. Higgins. It's not tight end premium or anything. So T. Higgins is the best player in the deal.
Yep.
Kraft is really good. You need a running back. It's understandable. But I would lean toward T by a slight margin, just slight. But Kraft coming off ACL surgery, and he looks good right now for sure. He's on schedule, but I just think that
that made it so T is my flex as opposed to J.K. Dobbins. So I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, you've done a really good job trading. Like this to me.
You have no quarterbacks though.
I'm fine with Sam Darnold and Brissett. If I have Gibbs,
who's your tight end, Hammer?
Yeah, but you're one injury away. I told you earlier. You're one injury away from
Hunter
being done
Henry.
for the season. So,
but
you're
Luis,
have to start people that nobody would even pick up in their waivers.
Luis, but still.
Do you see who I cupped though?
Don't be so defensive.
All my
Luis.
All of my players
running back
are cupped.
guys. Now you're wide receivers.
Okay, but Luis, listen to me real quick. You're like that. There's no quarterbacks in this trade, though. You know what I mean? So like,
I know, but I'm just messing with them.
I know.
I'm just trying to mess with them.
We continue to go back to like Jahmyr Gibbs, Amarian Hampton, Ladd McConkey, CeeDee Lamb. Those ceilings alone. I don't care if you have Dak and I'm playing Sam Darnold. I'm gonna have an edge.
But two players go out and then your Cubs don't deliver, and I have the depth to beat you in the playoffs. I'm just saying, man, it's a long season. It's 17 games. 17 games.
Well, you know what? Let's look at the teams then. If we're gonna be,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I made another trade after that.
All right, hold on. So why not, Travis? Would you read off Hammer's team for me since you have it up? Read off his lineup.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So he has Sam Darnold, Gibbs, Hampton, Lamb, McConkey, Henry, Hunter Henry, T. Higgins, and Jacoby Brissett. You want Luis's team too?
Yeah. So that's a strong team. Like the quarterbacks, I like Brissett a lot. Darnold is his only weak link is his QB1 because it's not as good as a lot of other QB1s. His QB2 I think is fine. So he
tight end could be a little iffy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So those are his only weaknesses whatsoever. Luis's team.
JD5, Hendy, Judkins. Waddle,
you're done.
Michael Wilson, Harold Fannin, Devonta Smith, and T-Law. And he used to have different running backs, but that's his team now. So,
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, Luis. I always will be, and I appreciate both of you. So I don't want you to get mad at me, Luis.
No.
We'll go position for position, match it right up.
Well, just using my eyeballs to just kind of say what team do I think. Like if I had to rank it, I would probably give this team, Luis. Again, don't get upset. I would give this team.
Bench.
I would give this team. All right, what's your bench?
His bench is Luis's bench is Bryce Young, Sampson, Washington Jr., Connor, Diggs, Pittman, and Sadiq.
That didn't really. I liked the Sadiq a little bit, but that didn't really do much, honestly.
And
Sadiq's,
then, yeah, and
all
I,
right.
I mean, I think Hammer's bench is close.
What's Hammer's bench?
Jordan James, Pacheco, who's a really nice piece.
Yeah,
Bench.
those are
Heath
really good.
Mitchell. Heath Mitchell backing up Hampton, really good cuff.
Yeah, I mean, no offense, Luis, but this is like a so far this is like a
Tyreek
8 or 9 or 10 out of 10 bench, given his situation.
And then he's got Dulcich and Malik Washington, who on their own aren't great, but one of the two will probably play a role. So
Yeah.
I see the
But
thinking there.
Having Pacheco for Gibbs and having Mitchell for Hampton though is really good, and I
When
love
they're
it.
that valuable.
All right, so if I had to, Luis, again, no offense on this, your team.
That's fine. I'm listening to it.
I would give it like a 6.9 to 7.1, like out of 10. Hammer's team is, you include the bench and everything, and I know you've got Bryce Young as well, which is a factor. Like if you flip that into something, I have it right here.
He had Dak though.
Yeah, if you flip this with something,
had
let's say you
Javonte.
take Diggs or Pittman or Sadiq with Young and you turn it into like a T. Higgins type player or whatever, then I think, or more because it's a quarterback, it's a super flex league. Then I think your team can go into like the 7.5 to higher. Hammer's team, with the factor of Darnold being his QB1, which is a weak link comparatively to everyone else's QB1, I still think his team is probably Hampton, Lamb, Ladd, Higgins, Brissett, Gibbs, Darnold, like a 9.0. Maybe 8.9.
That's perfectly fine. I'll listen to that.
Now, I'm not saying my team's better than like Travis. Read my squad off.
You have ready?
I'll be honest with my own team. Yeah, go ahead.
Lamar, Achan, Genty, Nico, Terry McLaurin, Likely, BTJ, and Rogers. I like your team better than all three personally.
A-Rod. All right, so mine's Lamar. This is Smitty. Lamar, Achan, Genty, Nico, Scary Terry, Likely, BTJ, A-Rod. This is me trying to be as honest as I can. I know I'm going to be biased to agree, but I like these players.
No, yours is the best.
I would
the
say
only thing I would say is for like the Gibbs and Lamb. Well, I guess it's the same for you too with like Genty. Like I don't think people realize the ceilings of those players. Like Gibbs can get quarterback numbers.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it every week.
Well, let's see. Well, let's actually see though. I can tell you right now.
And remember,
last year's stats.
Remember during Lamar's, and I'm not saying Lamar will do what he did this 40 touchdown season, but in that year we looked it up and he scored. I think the highest scoring player from last year in this format was like 4.
I think Gibbs had like 360 something points, and that was with Montgomery.
I think the top quarterback had like 4 like 60, 450. Lamar during his big year in this scoring format scored 519 or something.
500.
So I'm hoping he has
real
bounce.
No, your team's better than mine. But again, I turned just having I had Kirk Cousins. That's all I had, and now that's what my product is.
Well, Luis, wouldn't you say that given how bad of a look, Hammer did great in the draft, other than he only drafted Kirk Cousins, and that made his draft not so great at the end of the day. But Hammer did 100% what he said he was going to do, and he got it done. And like for what he came out with and what he still has, he didn't lose all these pieces like we projected him to in his trades. To still have Gibbs, Hampton, and Lamb and Ladd when he had only Cousins at quarterback, it doesn't even make sense. Like he definitely ripped some people off along the way, which is the part of trading. It's a great job. I would say my team's a 9 out of 9.0. Hammers is a 9.0. Luis, you could be one move away from an 8.0 if you just traded Young, or
Oh,
if you believe in
to be
Young,
honest with
keep
you,
Young and trade T Law.
no, it's not. It's not even that. No, to be honest with you, everybody makes trades in fantasy the way that they see the game, and for me, my team was stacked from the beginning. I had all the players, I had all the quarterbacks, I had great positional players. Um, I have learned in fantasy football that if you have players that are going to last to week 17, that's what's really going to make you stand out. So my whole take is, hey, every single year, last year I had no shot, man. I literally had the worst team in this league. I almost made the playoffs. So call me crazy. It is what it is. We will see in week 14. And Hammer already told, no, if I may say one thing, Smitty, on live television, Hammer told me today, and I'm sorry, Hammer, I really am. I really do apologize for you saying this. You told me I was not going to make the playoffs. So we're going to see who doesn't make the playoffs. And I bet that I'm going to make them.
All right, how about a little challenge? How about the loser?
Yeah, for sure.
Hammer, I don't know if you're okay with this. Maybe this is something you don't want to do, but how about the loser has to sing the Star Spangled Banner?
That's fine. I'm gonna smoke his team.
Okay.
I hope
the loser has to sing.
You know it all, but you really don't, bro.
Hey, the loser has to sing the Star Spangled Banner, and they can't talk it. They got to try and sing it. The whole thing. Deal?
Yeah. It's not going to be me, but
America's the best freaking country in the world, bro. The fuck?
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Hey, Luis.
You talk about like risk and injury. I took care of the most important parts. And if something happens to see
you have no quarterbacks. Okay, cool. So I would love for you to start your running backs and your other wide receivers.
But Luis, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Luis, you did say
finish the top.
Luis, you did say though, Luis, that you wanted to get rid of the injury risk, and that's what was most important to be. But like Judkins, Hendy,
you gave up
Waddle,
land to get Waddle and go
JD5. Who is this? Is this M? Who is this? Who did I write down here? But not Malik Willis.
Michael Wilson.
Okay.
Michael Wilson.
Devontae Smith. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I would just say that this team is not loaded with guys that you're 100% feeling are the most. There are some long.
I would say the different. I like Devontae, Waddle, Michael Wilson. I'm actually doubtful on, to be honest with you. My running backs, I think Henry's going to go to the moon, like you say all the time, but it's not in stone. I understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Dylan Sampson, he's not going to start for not Dylan Sampson. Judkins is not going to start for the first 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. So I got Sampson, and then Judkins is going to take off. And then I got Fanning, which is going to go to the moon. And then I just got 2 top quarterbacks. I got JD5, which if he prevents injury, he's going to go crazy. And then I got Lawrence. And then my bench is very well balanced. So honestly, the way that I see it is like,
get those pipes.
If an injury happens, Hammer is not going to be able to sustain it. I'm going to be able to sustain it.
I mean,
skill players.
Let me just say that's the way that I perceive fantasy. Luis, I would definitely defend you if I thought you were right. I just want you to know that I'm not like Team Hammer or anything like that. I appreciate both of you. You guys,
I know. I
both my boy Blues.
Yes,
you're both my boys, Blue. But this is one of those things where it's just like I'm just stepping in because this is my job to speak my mind on my show and give you guys always my honest opinion. Hammer's got Jordan James who could single-handedly hand him a Darnold upgrade.
When and if.
Pacheco. Hold on. Pacheco cuff to Gibbs and Mitchell cuff to Hampton gives him lots of flexibility to move T. Higgins and whatever he's got to later. Lab McConkey. There's a lot of ability for him to get into another quarterback, which he did right away.
What about Vidal? What if the 49ers draft another running back? I'm just saying, it's the wild west.
Like I get what you're saying,
just
Luis,
saying.
but everything you're saying is what if, what if, what if, what if, what if.
No, I understand. I
You
understand
need a
what you're
lot
saying.
to fall into
What if? But we live in the world of what ifs. We always live in the world.
No, we live in the world of right now.
No, I understand that.
He's what if Maxim.
I'm talking about the hypothetical because that is what the concept of this league is.
All I know is that when we drafted,
trade maxes.
people literally just shit on my team for a few hours, and I just said my team's not done yet.
Luis,
So,
Luis, you got to give him that. Like, you know, you were ripping
Like-
on him from day one that he wouldn't have any quarterbacks. Now he's got Darnold and Brissett, and he's still got this arsenal. So if you know, the next thing that would probably be said is, well, you ripped someone off, that's why you won, because his next move would be to upgrade Darnold without touching Gibbs, Hampton, Lamb, probably. And if he pulls it off, then his team will be literally that kind of team. You're like, well, you wouldn't have done it if you didn't trade. You know what I mean?
No, in my caviar circumstances, this is why I do not trade away my boy Bryce Young, because if Hammer happens to just so happen to have an injury in quarterback, he is going to be forced to start
going to Bryce Young.
You think he's going to come running to Bryce Young?
I didn't say that.
Everybody drop a caviar emoji.
No, I'm saying that's why I like my boy Bryce Young, because if you so happen to have an injury in quarterback, because it happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. But who are you going to start? You're going to start Jordan James?
The value if CMC goes down, that could be a league winner.
I'm telling you,
right
if
there.
a quarterback goes out, tell me a quarterback or a wide receiver or a running back other than Gibbs and who's your other backup?
How many do I need? Do I need 10 running backs?
You got two backups.
I don't
but
play.
I'm saying you have no backups to your wide receivers, and you have no backups to your quarterback. Because you have
Luis, I know you're gonna think that everybody's just rooting against you.
I'm just saying,
on
bro.
the chat, but hold on. Let's have the chat vote. Chat vote. Put in Hammer in the chat if you think Hammer's team's better. Put in Luis if you think Luis's team is better. And let's just see. But you know, I will say
my team's a little weird, bro.
You what?
My team is a little weird. Nobody's gonna understand it until they do.
What do you mean?
That's what it's gonna be.
You don't think people understand? The chat's not smart enough to figure out.
Because right now they're gonna be fascinated about, it's CeeDee Lamb, it's Omer Hampton.
Okay, so you're saying the chat, but you're literally saying the chat's not smart enough to decipher through the weeds on. I'm just saying, if you tell me the chat's not gonna understand.
No, do not. No, that is not what
That's
I said.
what you said.
I have three
I said they're not
round.
gonna understand it because the perception that you're giving them, most of the shows that you're speaking about, is the players that they are hearing about. The players that the people hear about in this show are the players that Hammer has on his team. Sorry, and the players that are on my team. I'm trying to construct a well-balanced team, and I'm trying to take a different approach that I have not taken in a while when it comes to fantasy football. Because every single year that I lose like I was telling Hammer earlier, I lose on a tactic that is based on being stacked on the top, and then I have no balance on the bottom. So now I'm trying to have balance across the board.
You mean you're doing Moneyball here? You're coming up with an innovation.
No, I'm really not. I'm literally. It's not even innovation. It's just about every single year.
Okay, Luis, let me just stop you real quick. Remember, I got a psych degree. I'm just gonna psychoanalyze this thing.
For sure, yeah, you got it, bro.
You just said that the chat won't understand, and then when I said it feels like you're calling the chat like they're not capable of looking at this objectively.
How about I change?
Okay, but hold on. But then you said,
majority of the people that are listening to this show will not understand what I'm trying to do, construct with my team. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
But then it's saying because these players are on the show, they're going to think differently. Well,
they're not on the show. You can start any player that I got on my team right now in fantasy football other than Samson. If you look at my whole team, as it is constructed at the moment, you can literally start any player that I got. That's what I'm saying. I'm not Smitty, sorry, my bad. I'm gonna go to the side. Let me go. Be quiet.
I want to put both teams in the trade calculator. The whole lineup.
But the thing is,
we can, but I'm gonna lose. But I'm just going with a well-balanced team. That's my
But
perspective.
how is
That's
his
how
team not well balanced? The only thing you're doing better than him is QB. But so like if you
No,
want
what
if
I'm
you were
doing is
you're not more balanced than Hammer. Hammer's way more balanced than you. He has so much balance that this thing's
Smitty.
gonna sink. Like
Smitty.
so I don't understand how
What I
you're
said,
like, well, what I'm doing is I'm creating
I
a
am
balanced approach. It's like
I
Hammer's got
am
Hampton,
injury proof.
Ladd, Lamb, Gibbs, T.
I have
Higgins.
3
Who's more
first-round
injury?
picks.
If you don't mind me asking you, Smitty, who is more injury proof when it comes to like if you have to play like a regular injury happens in fantasy football. That's my
I would say
perspective.
I
That's
would
the way that I'm approaching it.
don't get mad at me, Luis. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I'd say Hammer is ready to rumble because he's got Pacheco and
You're
Mitchell.
right on that perspective, but at the same time, you didn't answer my question. I asked you
I
if
just did.
injury were to happen during the fantasy football season, who would you deem to be more prepared to take on challenges when it comes to missing positions on the fantasy football
Hammer's team
perspective?
by a mile.
That's fine. No, and that's perfectly fine. Like I don't like you say yourself. You say it all the time. Like this is not about. I'm never mad. Like people. You sometimes you think I'm mad. I'm never mad, bro. Like
I
I'm
hope
literally
not.
just.
You know you're my boy. You know you're my boy.
No.
You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy too. Shit. You know. Sorry, my bad. I
But
cursed one time.
it.
Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Hey. But like you know. Sorry.
Luis, man.
Can I throw in?
I wish I was a fly on the
Came on
wall
fire today.
during Luis's high school
I'm a
days when
salesman,
he's
bro.
in the class just talking to his teacher, and his teacher's like, "Luis, sit the hell down, Luis. Just sit down." Luis, stop raising your hand, Luis. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Gibbs goes down, Pacheco steps in. If Hampton goes down, even if there is some Vidal action, Mitchell sees increased time. Lamb, I don't look at Lamb as an injury prone player. Ladd, I don't look as an injury prone player. T. Higgins a little bit, but he's his flex. Darnold's not a severe injury risk. Brissett, maybe not. But JD5 just missed the whole season. So he's an injury risk. Hendy's not even in his role yet, which I do believe in, but he's your running back one. So there's concern that what if it takes time? Judkins, probably one of the biggest injury risks in football. And Waddle, very injury prone player. Wilson, you said you're questioning him. Devontae Smith is small and about to get hit by number ones, and we'll see how he works. But yeah, you could say, okay, he's not injury prone yet. T-Law, young, he's small, tiny. He could get hurt. He's in your bench isn't overwhelming hammers. So I don't know when you say anybody can start for you. Name somebody on your bench that you could just plug in to a lineup and be like, I'm good. Name somebody. Because that's what you said. He's like, my guys, anyone can play. I'm assembling guys that anyone could step up. And so I'm just saying.
When Stephon gets traded to the Bills, I can start him. He's gonna take the one. Michael Pittman for sure. Sadiq.
Okay.
Because this is the wild west. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. But I want to get this on tape real quick before this goes away. So when Washington gets traded to because I'm a gambling person, just like most of us. When Washington gets traded away.
Do you mean drafted?
Sorry,
do you mean drafted?
Gets drafted. Sorry.
Okay, because you keep saying traded. Diggs is a free agent. Okay, go ahead.
When Diggs he signs with a great team, because I'm taking a chance. Washington signs, my bad, drafted. It is what it is. And when Sadiq gets drafted by a good team, no, I mean, I just want to say this real quick. We're 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. In 2 weeks, my team can go from, oh, you ain't got nobody, to like, you're making whole shows on like, Washington, Sadiq is a league winner. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a wild west for a reason, y'all.
I'm gonna be doing an 8 p.m. show. I didn't cover. I'm gonna be ending my 8 p.m. show going, guys, I didn't have enough time to cover Luis's team. We're gonna do this at the Graveyard Show as well.
It's not even about covering it's about, that's what the perspective of the league was. It's like the illusion of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do this for a reason. You do these trades. we're buying. I'm buying high, to be honest with you.
I know,
I'm buying
but
high on all these players.
Luis,
I
let
could
me
be a
just say
hero,
this.
just like
Look,
I got that one bet. Sorry.
I'm here to give you advice to the best of my ability, whether I'm right or wrong. It's just that's the way I'm gonna attack my show, right?
For sure, yes, sir.
My
I respect
advice
every
to
single
you,
thing
my
say.
advice to you is this: you downgraded your team from the draft. Now you can say till you're blue in the face that you did these moves because you're trying to construct this team that no one's ever seen. You got a plan, but the bottom line is you should never do a bad trade. You could always get more and construct your plan with a lot more. But to make a bad trade and say, well, the reason I did it is because I think that's like buying a home that's worth $400,000, buying it for $500 and saying, don't worry, it's going to be worth something. Like you have to win your trades so you have an excess of value, not a depletion, and then just a hope that you're going to prove everyone wrong. Because at the end of the day, if you were going to still prove them wrong, you prove them wrong with more value. Like, I just think that they're kind of excuses of the reason my team looks depleted is because I'm coming in under the radar.
No, you're 100%. You're 100% right when it comes to like regular fantasy football. But I'm sorry, I thought this was supposed to be the Wild Wild West, man.
That's true.
I bought onto this because
that's true.
You're right. Like,
that's true.
In most leagues, I will be very conservative when it comes to my things, my trades, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but right now, Luis. I'm just gonna go all out, bro. Like, I'm
why not?
Like,
give up value
because do
it live.
That is no.
Go all out with me in a trade, then, Luis.
Yeah, Luis, my door is open. Here, Luis,
you trade as unfairly as anybody I have ever traded with. And I have played in 4 leagues. I am so sorry to say this in live television, but you really do, bro. If you want a real trade,
wait.
Fair and square.
What are you saying I do?
Fair and square, bro.
He's saying you're fair and square.
You trade very unfair. You trade very unfairly, sir.
Oh, unfairly.
Bro,
unfairly.
Unfairly.
Ooh, shots fired.
I made you one offer.
well, no, you made me many offers last year, and I have a hawk memory. You traded me some things that I was.
You do not have a hawk memory. You didn't remember saying Tom Brady and Bryce Young,
bro. Because half of the time I'm wasted. I'm like, bro.
And I got
hey, this is a wild day, bro. We're on April 15th.
In the back. And I just went to work. That's all I did.
All right, hey guys, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Husseini dropped a $20 super chat. So Husseini, thank you for doing that. Appreciate that. I don't know if anybody dropped anything on Rumble. I gotta go check. But Husseini dropping a $20 super chat. So appreciative of you, Husseini, who I think is still on the line. I have to go, but use this 20 on the Dynasty Show and please grade and review my team based off of this conversation. Are you still there, Husseini?
Yeah, I just dropped it because Luis and Hammer wouldn't shut the hell up. I was trying to talk, and both of them would just go, and I'm like, you guys need to shut the hell up. I'm trying to say something.
Let me
read his team.
Hey, $20 is so his Wild Wild West team. I got you. Okay, so let's do that. Luis, I appreciate you. I hope you're again not taking any of this badly. Okay.
No, bro, this is fun. This is supposed to be fun.
All right, give me Hammer or give me Husseini's team, Travis. If you could, please.
Right. Yep. He's got Mahomes, ETN, Devontae, Rice.
Nice.
Parker Washington.
Wash.
Tucker Kraft.
Okay.
DK Metcalf.
Kraft. I thought. Okay. Kraft. DK. I like that. Okay.
Cam Ward. And then I think I should read his bench because it's good.
Okay.
He's got Fields to back up Mahomes.
Smart.
He's got Benson and Dowdle as backup running backs.
Not crazy about Benson, but you never know. And then Dowdle I love. So Dowdle, Fields, okay?
Yep. Then the last 4 are Cooper Jr., Wandale, however you say it.
Nice. Wandale is a pretty good bench player.
Yeah, okay. Shaheed.
All right.
And Brenton Strange.
All right, so Wandale and Dowdle, very good bench. In this league, it's 14 teams, so it is pretty big. And keep that in mind, we're in a 14-team league. Like, some of these teams shouldn't really be capable. And they're super flex 14 teams. So this is a really good team.
Yeah.
Ward is, like I said, I'm not my favorite quarterback, but in a super flex, he's a fine too. Just like Brissett's a fine too. My Aaron Rodgers and Will Howard, I'm not that excited about, I'll be honest. So Mahomes, really good. Mahomes, ETN, Javonte, Rice, P. Wash. I think it's really good. It's like a 8, maybe 7.9, 7.9 to 8.2, 8.3.
The trade he
Luis
made really helped.
Yeah, Luis, your
good.
team young and or T-Law if you like young. T-Law and I don't know, Michael Wilson for like one bigger monster would put you in contention with Husseini's rank that I'm giving him. But if you want to keep your quarterbacks and win that way too, there's certainly a possibility. What Travis? What were you gonna say?
What would be your honest rank of my team? You don't even have to write it. If you just want to look at it, just if you had to throw a number on it, I'm just curious.
Husseini, you satisfied with my ranking here? About roughly an 8.0, really good team. I think where it could go to the moon would be if Mahomes is lights out and shocks the world, and ETN is a monster and he doesn't fall off at all, and Rice stays healthy. Like a lot of kind of wild cards. I will say your team has some risk, but it's kind of fun. It's a fun team, but it's definitely risky.
Yeah.
For sure. But I like it.
I like his team a lot.
I definitely gonna miss T-Law. It was kind of hard to do that trade at first because I just have a good feeling about him. But I know I needed the depth in running back. I know after ETN I had absolutely nobody. And I mean, I like Rico, but I don't know about him like starting week 1. But I will say to credit to Luis, I think JD5 and T-Law combo, I think that's nasty. I think that he's got a really good quarterback set right there. But I think I needed to do that trade if I wanted to have a good like overall team. And so I just kind of made the trade. But I like Luis's team though. I like at least quarterbacks. I love the
Luis. You might have the best
T-Law
quarterback. Like, let me just see if anybody else is a better quarterback than Luis, because you do have a good quarterback.
I think mine can be up there, but I don't know if it's as good.
Let's see here. Shuck and Jalen Hurts, it could be, but I would say that JD5 and T-Law's better.
Yeah, it's better.
But it could be up there. Caleb and Stafford isn't bad for Jay. That's pretty good. Tua Penix with Joe Burrow's nice, and then Herbert Goff's pretty steady. Oh, Dart and May for Simi Valley. That might be. Simi, you still on the phone?
Well, that's another trade that just happened. I don't know if you want.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Husseini, if you have to bail, but we appreciate you, bro, and thank you for dropping the 20. But stay on the phone if you want, call back if you want, whatever you want. All right. And oh, hey, Husseini, before you leave, Simi Valley, 1 second. Husseini, you still there? He just hung up. I was gonna try and trade with him. Husseini called. Oh, call back real quick. Hold on, Indy Joe. Not right now. Hang out a second. I'll answer your call in a second, Indy Joe. Husseini, call back in real quick, man. I've been trying to trade with him and get him to trade me like Parker Washington for what was I trying to trade him? Oh, I was trying to give him Xavier Worthy for like a player, and I was trying to see if I could give him like 500 fab and Xavier Worthy for Parker Washington. I thought that was a pretty decent offer. I mean, we all love P. Wash, but he's not like locked in guarantee of anything. He's an upside guy for sure. But he loves Worthy. We all agree Worthy's going to be better with the shoulder not being an issue. And I thought 500 fab and Worthy for Parker Washington was really fair. But I don't know. All right. What was the trade between Simi Valley and
trade? Yeah. So it was. Go back up here. So where is it? So it was 420 in Simi Valley. Simi Valley got Pearsall and Dart. And 420 got Stroud and Devontae Adams.
Go Adam. Wow.
Personally, and according to the trade calculator, Simi Valley smoked them.
Well, I think in Superflex, Dart is such a better option than Stroud. Not that it can't flip, because Stroud was actually ranked in the top 3 in dynasty circles after his rookie year by almost everybody. They just don't want to admit it. And that thing fell apart quick. So, Baker fell off the map, bounced back. Darnold fell off the map, bounced back. It happens. So, is there a possibility we're wrong on Stroud and we're giving him a hard time? Maybe.
Current value, though.
But yeah, right. So the difference is Stroud is, in this current context, Dart crushes him in Superflex. But Adams is nice, man. It's just he's older. I just worry about him not finishing the year. I would definitely say Pearsall's closer to Adams than Stroud is to Dart. So yeah, Simi Valley wins that one. Simi Valley, nice trade, but it's close. I mean, 420 man, you're getting, it's 420 man in the chat over on Rumble. If you get Adams to play like he played last year and he scores 12, 15, 13 touchdowns, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. They're both good sides, but for what it did for Simi Valley's team, gives him now arguably, like Luis, top 3 QB room. May and Dart's fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Simi, what do you want to say about that?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get your take, but sounds like you like the trade.
I like it for both of you. I broke it down earlier, and that was the one that wasn't earlier. That was the one we just did now. Okay, yeah, I think it's good for both of you. I think I'd rather have Dart, but I mean, if Adams, who's it that got the Adams side?
420.
Oh yeah, 420. Yeah, 420. If Adams plays well, I mean, you could definitely, and Stroud's even solid. This could be an even trade for sure. But I like what it did for you, giving you the Dart value. Let me see what your team looks like. So Simi Valley's team is as follows: May, Dart, Russell Wilson, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Kenneth Walker, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Brooks, Jadarian Price is nice, Singleton. So you got Walker, Pollard, and Price. I like that. You got thin wide receivers. You only got 3 on your roster: Garrett Wilson, Jamo Williams, and Pearsall. Yeah. You got McBride and Andrews, though. That's a really good team. I guess I would just worry a little bit about your wide receiver room, but
yeah,
I'd trade McBride.
You could trade McBride. Yeah, nice
I
team,
like
bro.
McBride. I appreciate it.
Yeah. What else could you? Let me see if I mean, hey, hit me up. I've got Ayuk, I've got Hunter, I've got Worthy, I've got BTJ, I got McLaurin. I don't know if I'd trade Nico, but all those guys are expendable.
What do you think top 3 likely landing spots are for Price?
Seattle, Minnesota, Washington.
Seattle would be nice.
Yeah, those would be good. What other spots am I not thinking of off the top of my head? Let's go to the conference board here real quickly and just conferences. Seattle, Chicago would be I don't want it because I want well, unless they got rid of Swift in like a trade or they save money by cutting them, but Seattle, Chicago, Minnesota. Honestly, Green Bay's not a crazy, like, that could be a pretty good long-term spot for him if Jacobs is going to break. It's kind of an underrated, untalked about landing spot for running back. Tennessee, if they don't take Love, but I think they will. I think Denver is going to take an RB, so I just don't know where. To take him late, then I'm not worried. But if they take Price, that could be good. It'd suck for Harvey, and Harvey would survive to a degree, but Price is a dangerous running back to land in Denver. Dangerous for Harvey's value, for sure. Jacksonville, they could take somebody. Don't be shocked. Baltimore, I mean, you never know if they're preparing. But I don't know that those scream out as great spots. I'd say the great spots would be Seattle, Washington, Chicago, even though I don't want it, in Minnesota. All NFC teams. And then Denver. Sorry, Denver. We just don't want Denver.
Yeah. I'd love Seattle, Washington, or Denver.
You imagine if the Browns take him? It wouldn't shock me at all. It wouldn't shock me at all because Munkin didn't draft any of those guys. It wouldn't shock me at all if they're like, "Oh, worried about Quinshawn Judkins. Let's just draft Darian Price or Jonah Coleman." It wouldn't shock me in the slightest, and we'd have everybody that has Judkins panic and freak out. I mean, it's the Browns, man. Doesn't matter if Munkin's there. It's the Browns, and clearly the ownership influence is present because this team. Stefanski didn't want anything to do with Shedeur. In fact, he drafted Dylan Gabriel. And the next round, ownership said take Shedeur, and Stefanski didn't want to. Did it anyway because he had no, ability to control anything. So who knows what Cleveland's going to do. You really don't know. All right, let me circle around the phone line, guys. I don't know if we'll probably do a Dynasty show real quick. See me, anything else?
I think after the draft, I might be looking to make a couple trades depending on, where my rookies fall.
All right, my boy. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Sid.
See me too. Call in on the Graveyard Show.
Right on.
All right. Or the Graveyard Show, the Dynasty Show. All right, call in later.
Yeah, I got you.
We'll be live in a few minutes here. Rock Out. I haven't gotten to Rock Out yet. He's been waiting through all the yelling and screaming and arguing. Rock Out's just been sitting there on the phone line. Rock Out, what can I do for you, Luis?
So when it comes to Tyson, what do you think would be a bad spot that like a number 4, number 5 would be a better player year one?
Number 4, number 5 rookie could be better than Tyson, you mean?
If Tyson goes into the wrong spot.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd go down that far, but he might not be the number 1. But right. I don't know. I guess I would say, it's such a
Cooper or something.
But as far as what's the landing spots, what you want to know is where or just what? Where do I rank them?
What would be like the worst landing spot for Tyson?
Probably, I think New York is not great. I don't know if that's the worst, but the worst of where he could go. I just don't want him going to a place where he can't be the number 1 wide receiver. To me, that's a bad place. But do I think that, let me put Luis's mug on screen here. Thank you, Luis, for dropping the $20 super chat. I finally brought this back. I had to find it, locate it, but here it is. I'll create a scene for it too. I haven't yet done that, but now I have it, the file. I think okay. Let me cook up the most likely spot for Jordan Tyson to go that I would hate, but this has to be a likely landing spot. It can't be just
something insane.
I would say I don't love New Orleans, even though some people do. I don't love that. That's a very realistic possibility. I think the Giants are bad, so these would be the 2 spots I hate. I think the Jets would be the number 1 spot I hate. And I've heard Jordan Tyson to the Jets because they could trade down and then take him. So I'd say number 1 avoid spot would be the Jets. That would be a disgusting landing spot. I'd probably vomit. I think I don't want the Rams.
At what? 13?
11. I don't want the Rams. I don't want the Rams. 11's good. I don't want the Rams. With Puka there, with no Stafford in a year from now, I don't like it. I don't know why people think Mekhi Lemon going to the Rams is a good landing spot. It's horrible. The Ravens is not great with Flowers there. I think Jordan Tyson's more capable than Mekhi Lemon or Tate to survive with Flowers in that situation because the skill set's so unique. I think Tampa Bay wouldn't be my favorite spot at all. That'd be disgusting because then you've got Ibuka getting dragged down. You got Tyson fighting with Ibuka to be the one. Could it be good for football? Sure, but not for fantasy. Jets at this 16 pick would be awful. If they don't trade down here and they still get them, or they trade up here to get them. Detroit could be
interesting.
Awful.
Interesting.
It would be interesting for football, but you definitely don't want JMO St. Brown and Jordan Tyson all fighting for, and Gibbs and Laporta, like that's a disaster. But from a
from Pittsburgh.
football perspective, of course, if I'm a Detroit Lion fan and I'm not thinking fantasy, that'd be a great spot. Like Detroit, bring in another talent. But yeah, I'd be really upset. I think Carolina.
Yeah, I just don't think Jameson Williams is that.
You're not going anywhere though. I don't know. Money talks. So
you don't think he's what? You don't think he's that good?
Hate him.
What?
I like him. I think he's sporadic.
Yeah, I don't think he's that.
I think he's sporadic, but I think it's partly because of the way they target him. I don't know. It's his fault. He's really, really solid. But you're not wrong in
wide receiver 12 last year.
Yeah. You're not wrong in worrying about inconsistency, but because, you know, there'd be games where we'd be like, is JMO alive? Does he exist? I remember being in the Patreon where people are like, he hasn't been targeted yet. It's the third quarter. And that part's frustrating, but then he has these huge blow-up games and finishes as a top 20 wide receiver. So, I don't know. He's also one of those guys with that hidden value that if St. Brown, who's very injury prone, I mean, he plays with any injury and, you know, risk of making it worse. And like, there's a lot of ways to look at St. Brown as injury prone, but he plays through it though, you know, but eventually you can't. So you wonder if he missed time, would JMO go into wide receiver, like mid wide receiver 1 status for that amount of time? He could. And you don't have to pay for that. It's just like a hidden bonus in his value. Minnesota. I mean, Minnesota would also be a bad landing spot for like a Jordan Tyson or Carnell Tate. Nobody wants that. You got Addison there. You got JJ there. You're trying to get JJ enough volume as it is, and you have a stupid landing spot like that. Those will all be disasters, Rock Out. Good question. All right, Rock Out, calling on the Dynasty channel. We'll be live in a few minutes. Appreciate you, man.
All right, cool.
All right, let's go over to Luis. Luis, final thoughts, my boy.
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Wait, what'd you put here? You all call in. Don't be scared. I argue all day at 4 p.m., but not at 1 a.m. LOL. Be great on the Rumble show. Just saying. Rumble show will be Wednesday nights, moving forward. And I'm so sorry that we didn't. We'll do it. Well, maybe we do it tomorrow night to make up for not doing it tonight, because today's Wednesday, right? It got away from me. The
4
graveyard
shows,
show.
actually.
You what?
That's 4 shows.
4 shows. 4 shows. We'll do a tomorrow night Rumble show, and then I'll do a midday Rumble live stream this week. We'll make up for it. But we're back on track next week. Wednesdays, the Graveyard Show Wednesdays will be Rumble show every time. All right, Luis, appreciate you. Call back at midnight if you're up.
Appreciate
if you're
you,
not up, no worries about it. But
yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Luis to the moon. Yeah. Hammer, final thoughts? Dynasty topics, boys? Luis
Yeah, interesting little topic there with the trades. Didn't expect to go there, but yeah, not pleased with my team.
All right.
That's all I can really. I do actually like looking at making trades. I actually liked Travis's squad. He had I like obviously fantasy, like Hurts. I think Bucky goes off. Again, I love Big Buka. Duck is kind of a sleeper. Not really a sleeper, but like not a household name. Yeah, I'm just like looking around like at making trades and a pretty balanced team.
I remember you said I'm going to make a trade offer. I'll be right back. You hung up and you never offered. So I'm still waiting.
Well, wait, was that the first night when I got bombarded for about an hour and a half, and I was just trying to focus, and people were just continuing to go on, and I just
be right back.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, hold my beer.
I'll be right back, and then you vanished. I'm not sure what trades we could even conjure up, but
No, but I think your team, unfortunately, is the best. But
I don't know.
Lamar
I
is.
just 3 or 4 of us.
I think Lamar's going to go off this year.
I do too. He's got a lot to prove. All right, call in on the Dynasty.
Landman helped you out big time.
Landman. I forget what that trade even was.
Landman
You
and
have Genty?
and Luis both kind of dismantled their running back rooms.
Well, so the trade I made with Landman, I thought the Landman trade was still like, I like it. Obviously, my trade calculator liked it, but it was Genty and Worthy. I got Genty and Worthy. He got Brissett and Michael Wilson and Henderson. And I think the chat was kind of torn on it. A couple of people said they wanted the Hendy side. So I don't know. I don't know that I lambasted him because, I mean, if Hendy's even close to Genty, to lose Brissett in a superflex with Michael Wilson for Worthy, I don't know. I don't think I don't think I blasted him.
But again, current value we have to talk about. You know.
Yeah.
It could definitely work out for him.
Right.
Sure.
But Brissett, you know.
But then again, he then turned around and flipped Brissett. So
yeah, that didn't make sense.
Kind of defeated the purpose of it.
And then what was the other trade that I did that you're saying?
No, I thought maybe it was just that one. I don't know if you made another, but I knew that was big. That was a big one.
Oh, did I trade for Nico or did I have Nico? No, I drafted Nico.
Traded for.
Who else did I trade for? I don't know that I did another trade. Did I? I don't think so.
I just remember the Genty one. I didn't know if like anyone else was in it, but I just remember that was big.
I mean, everybody else in my lineup I drafted. I drafted Achane. I drafted.
Looking back on it now, I probably would have taken one quarterback, but
yeah, that's
neither here nor there.
That's what we were saying. But you did what you said you were going to do, which is go get a trade done, and you did. Yeah, Travis, I didn't make any other big trade. All my lineup guys I drafted except for
No. I didn't think I said you did. I thought you were saying that Luis and Landman undid their running back.
Yeah.
Landman made 2 big trades.
But I think
traded away Genty and he traded away Cook.
I think my trade was arguable, though. I'm not saying I didn't win in most people's eyes, but I remember the chat saying they'd rather have. And it's not like you're right. You're trading for Hendy now value, but you're also getting Brissett and Michael Wilson. Like there's a lot there. There's a lot there. I'd rather have Genty, but look at what Genty did last year. I know we all think he's going to blow up, but I mean, there's a chance it backfires. I just don't think it will for me. I like it.
My argument wasn't even that. Like, it could definitely work out, and I like your side better. I didn't understand why Landman was doing it because he already had Baker Mayfield and Nix as his QBs. And then when he got Brissett, he then just flipped him away again. So I just didn't like it. And he traded Hendy away already too. He went from Cook and Genty to Swift and Hubbard.
Yeah. All right, hey, let's get over to the Dynasty channel. DJ had a pretty good. I think DJ might be tweaking your idea a little bit, or this might be what you're saying. But let's talk about not just the 1.2. Actually, let's talk about who's the second best rookie running back. And we have a lot of assumptions to make, landing spots to talk about. But if we had to make a decision now, who is running? Is it Price? Is it Washington? Is it Jonah Coleman? I mean, you can make an Emmett Johnson case if you want. You could make a different case if you want. But let's talk about that on the Dynasty channel. Dynasty running back 2.
Sounds good.
All right, Landman, we'll see you there.
Appreciate it.
All right, later. All right, let's jump right in. I forget who dropped the super chat. Was it Husseini? He said, I have to go, but here's 20 for the Dynasty. So we'll start off immediately with 15 minutes from Husseini's super chat. So that will work. We'll see you all on the Dynasty channel and T minus. I'm going to try and go live right away at 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, so hang tight for me. Thank you all to my rumblers. Thank you for dropping the $20 or $50 hauler from Landman over on Rumble. Rumble's at 9.5 or 9.1K. 9.1K on Rumble. See you all later on the Dynasty channel, and see you in 2 to 5 minutes on the Dynasty channel. See you soon. Thank you, Super Chatters over here. Thank you, BBQ, earlier for dropping the gifted memberships. But Luis Husseini with the 20s. Luis with a $5. Luis, if you're still around, feel free to just, you don't have to Super Chat or anything. Feel free to dial in, watch, comment, whatever. If not, sleep. You need some sleep. See you in 5 minutes or less.